In order to fulfill the will of our God, our higher power, we need to understand our purpose. So we need to understand that we were given a gift, a power, and that's the power to manifest, to create, the power to call upon our higher power and ask for what we need. But this only works when we don't have the negative energy of doubt around it. When it becomes a truth. When something becomes a truth, we have the power to manifest. Something that becomes a truth is something without the energy of uncertainty. So, in the religious context, what is that? It's faith. How many ancient texts, religious scripture have you heard that things will be provided to you? Your God will provide what you need if you have faith. All that is making sure that in our subconscious, it is a truth. And we don't have the negative energy around it, and we know how to properly ask for it, and it could become a reality. So we have that gift of manifestation. That is the power that we've been bestowed on to create the universe around us, to ask for what we need so it could become a reality. But then we need to follow our purpose. We've been each given a purpose, and that's how we can best utilize what we have in this world to create. And what that is actually a blend. It's a blend of our physical desires and our spiritual desires. When they actually meet, when they actually intersect and they overlap, it brings us the strongest sense of long-term fulfillment and stimulation, and it's a gift. Because we know why we are here and how we can best serve the people around us and our higher power. So it's not a mystery. There's actually a formula to figure out how to do this. There's actually a formula to figure out your purpose. We can actually use a formula to determine, based on your subconscious programming, based on your ancestors, what your physical desires are. What stimulates you? And then we can actually look deep and figure out what gives us the 4 keys, our spiritual desires. What do we have the most spiritual gratitude for? And find the ones that overlap, and that is why we're here on this planet. And the next is the calling. The calling is how we're supposed to use it. You know, when I do the purpose exercise on myself, it all comes down to teaching others what I have learned. I love to learn and figure out how things work. And I love to express and teach others why. And that's what I'm doing here today. But my calling is to actually spread this message. My calling is to spread this message, and my goal is to get it out to 1 million people, to be able to spread the message of what true long-term happiness is and how that correlates with faith and how that correlates with showing spiritual gratitude in the right places. Because we are living in a spiritual war right now. The spiritual war is that we've always understood that we need to show spiritual gratitude to our higher power, and that is how we manifest. But those who understand it and those who want to manipulate are trying to redirect that spiritual gratitude in different directions towards them, towards their initiatives. So instead of giving our God, our higher power, the gratitude it deserves, it's going somewhere else. Are we worshiping our workplace, the ones that give us the money? Are we worshiping a luxury brand? Are we worshiping celebrities online through social media? Where are you giving your hope, security, value, and connection? Where is that going? Is it going to where it should be going? Is it going towards your higher power? Or is it going somewhere else?